We'll now turn it over to our superintendent for our superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the board. As we know, we're now into the final quarter of our school year. It just all goes by so very quickly, and there are many great things continuing to happen here in our district, one of which was the award given to the board, given to you guys for your creation of the Center for Advanced Technical Studies, which was presented at the National School Boards Association meeting, and that program representing one of the finest innovations in our country. So our congratulations and thanks to you for your bold and courageous leadership and for bringing that program into existence, which is a model all across our country, and it's drawn visitors as far away as Washington State and delegations from China. So I think you all should be very happy about that. I would also like to congratulate our newly named Support Employee of the Year finalist for the year. Of course, that award will be officially presented at our employee recognition event on May 18th at the River Center at Saluda Shoals, but the Support Employee of the Year finalists are Aaron Strange from the district office, Marion Hanna from Irmo Elementary School, and Larry Payne from Seven Oaks Elementary. Our Teacher of the Year finalists have also been named. Mansa Joseph from Irmo Elementary, Rebecca Gilliam from Spring Hill High School, and Kevin Sox from the Center for Advanced Technical Studies. So again, those announcements will be made on Wednesday, May 18th. I would also like to announce tonight one other item of really, really great news. We want to congratulate Michael Harris. He is now Dr. Michael Harris.
Whoa.
He has successfully completed his we're very proud of him, and got it in curriculum and instruction, and did a very interesting study for his dissertation, and we are very, very, very proud of him. He was very humble, which you know, if you know him, you know that's in keeping with him. He didn't tell us that he had successfully defended for several days. I don't know what he was waiting for, but we've been celebrating since we heard the great news. And then I also, I guess there's good news that comes out of bad things, but you know that one of our recent crises was a bus accident, which was, I believe, on Tuesday of last week there on Highway 6. And in his 17 years of working in the district, David Weissman, our coordinator of transportation, said it was the worst bus accident we've had. But by the grace of God, there were no serious injuries to our students or to our driver. There were a little over 20 students on the bus. I think 14 were triaged, or whatever the term is, at the site, and 5 ended up being transported to the hospital, but they were all released shortly thereafter. Our bus driver had some injuries, but not, thankfully, not major. We would ask for everyone's prayers for Mr. Sam Asbel, who is a teacher of ours at the Center for Advanced Technical Studies, who was the driver of the vehicle involved in the accident. He is still in the hospital, and he has a number of injuries, including head trauma. So we need to remember him and pray for his recovery. So that concludes that section of my report. But tonight, during this superintendent's report, we want to go to the Read to Succeed initiative, which you know was legislation passed, I guess, in the previous legislative session, which has tremendous impact for all of our certificated personnel in the district, and is now nearing full implementation. And Dr. Allison Jakes, our Chief Human Resources Officer, would like to share with you some important points regarding this piece of legislation and how we're going about implementing it here in Lexington Richland 5. Dr. Jakes.
Absolutely. Beginning with the 2015-16 school year, this will be implemented. And basically, every certified educator is going to have this obligation to earn the Read to Succeed endorsement. It looks a little different depending upon your area of certification, and it is based on your certificate and the capacity in which you serve as an administrator or a teacher. Basically, it equates to 2 courses or the equivalent professional development for early childhood, elementary, special education, ESOL, and Montessori teachers. And for all others, which would be middle level, secondary, career and technology, as well as administrators, it would equate to 1 course or the equivalent professional development hours. So as a district, we've worked very collaboratively as an Office of Human Resources and a Department of Instruction to meet the certification needs and professional development needs of the teacher. So on the HR side of the house, we're looking specifically at facilitating that requirement for teachers, and that does affect their teaching credential and must be done. At least half of that for those group that require 2 must be done in this first 5 years of their renewal period. The other half may be done in the remaining 5 years. And for the administrators, as well as those secondary career and technology educators, it has to be completed in the next 5 years. So as you know, our Department of Instruction is very proactive, and Dr. Melton and her team have designed specific opportunities to provide that first course requirement beginning in the near future. We're looking at having that available in the fall of 2016 as well as the spring of 2017 so that we can facilitate that for our administrators. We'll have that become part of their professional development, and we'll also have opportunities for our teachers to select that opportunity here through the district. They can certainly take advantage of that on their own. They can seek courses or professional development that's offered elsewhere, but we're certainly going to streamline that and make that opportunity available for them here. It does, we are looking at our vision of teaching students, and we are dovetailing that with our instructional objectives, and we'll make that part of our District 5 professional development plan, but we certainly are trying to make it as user-friendly as possible. While it is a requirement, we want to yield the greatest instructional benefit possible.
Ms. Hutchison.
You might have said this, and I apologize for not catching it. Did you say this is a federal or state requirement?
This is a state requirement. This was actually passed by our legislature in June of 2014,
Okay, all right, thank you.
the Read to Succeed Act.
Okay.
Ms. Hammond.
I don't think I have this on. Can you hear me?
I can.
Since we're gonna sort of lead the way within our district to make it friendly for teachers, would it be offered like after school, or would it be summer?
Absolutely. So Dr. Melton and her team are working very specifically within our Summer Institute offerings, within our standard professional development opportunities to ensure that that we have a variety of different offerings. And we're working, one of the tools that we've had to roll this out, we want a consistent message, we want answers. So we've actually developed a collaborative PowerPoint with a voiceover that goes through. We have a matrix so that you can find yourself on the matrix and determine exactly what you have to do. And we have those resources available. And John White and Sarah Kearns are taking the lead on all questions, and we're looking very specifically at those, and of course doing our best to make this user-friendly.
Any other questions?
If not, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Jakes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hefner. That brings us to our public participation.